Ka sorkar jylla lengba keterat juga dan culture kan sedang makan cimi kesinjam bahkan sedang bahkan Phah uat ne bantibnya habidi berkejumi jong kejait nrio hasinta jong ulum kesnong Lawnongthroh hagi hajas nem ke belalino padon haranap jong ulum kentang kejait nrio sopet neng Hariboy district ya kini kejingsang ban Phah ne bantibnya dak sorkar jylla kelemi pau ha kedul jong kejingleit ban kemi jong keri sumpang jong keterat kebela pentipet jelede hakalain puli arkeologi ka kiar coach Rengkat kejingidon lang kejong u Dr. Marco B. Mitri nang ta u asisten rangba snong ke Lawnongthroh u bapi karum noit. Ka jingle banjurip yakni kejaka keletei hagas jylla sublei jong ketayok. Habai dei barkni T7 belayo eklar penyekren bu Dr. Marco B. Mitri to nyepet yakni ke hubon.
Shoulder tingi you when you look at Mokhiu Kasinai, it's one originally. Unless they have a shape in a prototype form of stone M, kinumla ban develop ya iron Mokhiu. Kalau don't lupa in stone form, so when kita yo apply you iron, kita you they use this they half either this way or half this way. So at the end, if you don't come to edge, you don't come to cutting edge, ban T, that thing is in a half. The kini kalau unu long very disturbed, la pra, it's thrown away. It's made from shale material only. Usually layering here. It's a very soft material and it's used for just maybe clearing dig holes because they need to dig post holes and all them. So but in regular they have made it so nicely that it becomes podong bahate it will be this thick and very sharp.
I see.
Not flick up like used to give it on. This is a house, a hut. It was a home of a person. Mga yo ki post holes around, you know, and all the house implement.
Nela
Kani. Nakani ka. Kasi iya ka kot si ilo ita ye. Nakani ka kani excavate ito. Kalau connected then makatay ng tip tama. You talk about 1200 BC. He landed up here and then it continued on till about 158. Maybe continuation come along suddenly kita break in between. Kija and disappeared they came back. They disappeared they came back. That Mauba is a sepulcher where they keep the bones of the cremation. They deposit here. So all the family members will come and deposit in the same place. See, if they move to far directions also, at some point of time they relocate their bones and place it in the cist because this symbolizes a home, no? Yes. A house.
Ngidon hang ni ha bangi menta ya I way niki officers bade jongka Department of Art and Culture bat kumjuru ya Professor Macrometry kiba menta kesngi kuma pila yu ba ki wan banjurup yang sashi se ni kani jaka hadin baka sorkar jylla ka don ya ka jingtmu ko jongka kumnu ban pene pensa kham tam ne yi gitu ki jinglap ki jingsem ko jong I Professor Metry ya ke baye dei ya ke thmei jingwan long priu jong ni ka chai pen riu Professor ko ble shibun ba mo jing plai po jong pi hadin ka tu ki jing ya keleng ka ba nyawa dia ke ga ba phi phlalam len si phlaprat len ti la ki bon snam ke jing smo jong phi hagani ki jing wan biang manta kan ti pat ni madam I bade na po ka Department of Art and Culture
So kuman ya ka Department of Art and Culture ka alaban Phah ya I madam in one officially men inspect ya ka site ka ba pitip ha ki snam ki bala dap ngila le ka excavation ka bala ya chaprang ka report juga kalami in a book form kabang title ka as prehistoric cultures through the lens of archaeology, a report on the excavation of Lawnongthroh Sapet Benang Hill. Te ngalong nakman ba I madam, she's here. She has come on behalf of the government. At least she has seen with her own eyes kiniki monuments around this landscape, along this ridge especially. Kaba we know it is the only tangible thing that we have to connect with the oral narrative about the community, the formation of the identity among the community. And I'm thankful. I hope that her presence today, her visit of the site officially, her report will provide enough ground for the government to really think ahead of how to will work out for the conservation and preservation of the site. Because kajing shisha kalong ba kanika site here the government does not take up in a proper manner. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time. But everything that we see today will just disappear because the notion that of conservation has really not been understood properly. The kibrio jungi te ngisong wala rang connect yani but ka past we are connecting ourselves to that culture which is paganistic, which I don't believe from the history and culture aspect. It is one of the evidence of of our ancestry. They like gimla man respect your ancestry lejong, gimla man respect your root lejong. Be it, let us not talk in terms of the personal belief system, but belief or faith, but we'll talk in terms of the respect that we give as respect, an ideal. Yaki ancestor, ki ancestress, then I don't think in don gada jingmut bang in krani jing gibri long civilized. The ganiga presence of these monuments here ki indicate ganiga mostly connected. It's like, as I again and again have spoken in the past about this being like a museum, by itself. I excavated a site up there in a previous project there. Then we come up to the Neolithic level, of course, and the dates are very alarming, very unexpectedly. They've come to a very remote time period of 3000 before present, or 1200 BC. And then as we come ahead along the ridge, we start seeing all these burial mortuary related monuments and some memorial stones which connect so closely with the practice of the ancient Khasis. Pilei di khmat ki ma ki kap pilei ki mau ba ni ki mau sieng. So what else do we need besides taking of the fact that Nimdon taka written script rule? So and these the only tangible objects which connect us to the oral narrative. Then let's break it off and then forget about it. Forget about past, and if we ask anything about our past, we don't have a past. So that is wrong. Take civilized and the civilized society and I think it's wrong to ignore, and it's high time, of course, for the government to look into this matter with serious concern. And the presence of Madam Coach Hangni will really help to put up this proposal before the government. Whatever we need, we strongly believe that you have seen how important the relics are from this ridge. So I believe you will forward this with a very enthusiastic and a passionate mind in you. Of course, you are a government officers. You may not be able to understand much of the oral narrative that is connected with this place, but even the tangible objects, the material themselves on the surface, are enough to give you a clue, to give you an evidence that this site really needs a preservation. I wish to see one day, that this site will be like a museum by itself, a park where people can walk and stroll through on foot, and they will start seeing all the ancient structures, ancient constructions, and then you connect at least with the past. You have a connection, and if the government is really serious about this matter, it can do it easily if it wish. But it depends, how many people are really passionate about that. So when we talk in terms of a human society, we think, of course, of our own bare necessities. Necessities to live and provide food and education. But at the end, should we just ignore all these cultural facets of society? They are also part of our existence, part of our human being, civilized people. So unless we have that notion, I'm impressing upon the government also to think that way. I understand the government is more busy with sports, with health and education and food and building roads and this. These are all important. They are, in fact, the most important things. But if you have a little spare budget, you preserve this, because in the long run, if you don't do it now, you may not have it anymore, because land belongs to a private person. Land has been divided among different people around here, and some of them purchase the land. So, and if it is their land, they'll do anything. They'll make no effort to preserve it, because in fact they bought this land quite recently, and none of them would really claim a connection or a sense of belonging with the monuments in their private property. So many of them will be destroyed, and we don't expect like what's happening around Shillong, where we see monuments. They are there. Some of them somehow some people have just protected them in their own campuses. But I don't think that is happening everywhere. These are very few instances, and the situation here exactly will happen that if people start building houses here and the settlements start expanding this side, so you'll not see these relics anymore. The museum itself, which is a museum, will become just a memory.